There's someone else who's coming down here who also collects Pokemon, you know. Do you know who he is? Is that who you're here to see? Did you bumped into him? You're going to bump into him again, I think. He's somewhere very, very close by. It's going to be a lot of fun. But listen, thank you seriously so much for coming down. This is the first of its kind, Gaming Matters. Why are we doing this? Because, well, gaming matters. And gaming is cool. How many of you guys game right now? Be honest, I do.
I'm gonna give one.
You know, parents and put their hands up. Seriously, parents, you guys must. But yeah, you play, even if it's on like your iPhone or your tablets. You game as well. What kind of games do you like to play? From Singapore, we have Jin Han-san and Daniel Ron. You know them as NotGood Gamers. Thanks so much. With us this evening, you probably know her better as Strawburry17. Make some noise. All right, you guys are gonna be really excited for this next dude, right? All right, and you know him as UnlistedLeaf. Yeah! This next gentleman, he's the life and soul of the party. Make some noise for Benny Potter. You know him as Comicstorian?
Yes.
Is that correct, dude? He's gonna come over here and Here, I'm so sorry. Anyways, here they are as promised. And what we wanted to do right now, welcome first of all, three of you have traveled a long way to say.
So I'm Benny, known as the Comicstorian. I take comic books and put a lot of music behind them and then basically yell. That's pretty much what I do, and it seems to be doing well. So.
Yeah, I basically do the same thing with Pokemon cards. So yeah, open up Pokemon cards, play Pokemon Go, as everyone's got the front row, all Pokemon cards, and basically do all sorts of Pokemon stuff.
I'm Vivian Camarina, also known as Strawburry17 on YouTube. I do things that revolve around Japanese culture, so little tiny candy kits. I do a lot of cosplay and cooking. And a lot of Minecraft too.
Hi, I'm Daniel Ron. This is Chen Hao, and we are NotGood Gamers, and we live up to our name by being NotGood Gamers.
All right, thank you very good, smooth, swift introductions. Now, I'm thinking a lot of people.
But I love comic books and thought I could find other people who like comic books. And I seem to have found quite a lot of them. So, pretty much it.
Really? One day? Hey, I like doing comic books. No, but that's basically it? Okay.
One day I was like, oh, I'm talking about comic books.
Alright. But Ando, how about yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. My friend's like I don't know, about 4 years ago, he's like, have you ever opened up a pack of Pokemon cards? And I did it all the time. And he's like, you know they're still around? I'm like, no way. He's like, they've got crazy rare ones, go for like $200 on eBay. I'm like, no way, they've got crazy rare ones now? So basically I opened up a pack of Pokemon cards, it went really, really viral, and I've been doing it ever since. Then Pokemon Go came out, and I've been doing that.
Awesome. Living the dream, I love that. I want to do that.
Yes. I've been on YouTube for a long time now. I'm like a YouTube dinosaur, basically. I've been on since 2007, and I started doing music videos, like lip dubs, and that was my claim to fame for a little bit. And then I got into the candy kits in Minecraft, and now that occupies a lot of my time, and a lot of cosplaying too. Anyone like doing cosplay? Dressing up?
I am yet to try.
Oh, you gotta do it. It is so much fun. Sometimes. Oh, good. Me too. But yeah, that's how I got started.
Okay, great. Thanks, Megan. And I guess it's kind of self-explanatory with your name, right, guys? I mean, you've explained yourself already. Okay. He's kind of going, he was looking at me going, do I have to repeat myself again? I'm not a good gamer. Period. Okay, so well, listen, enough of me talk. What we wanted to do was get you guys.
I'll answer that one. Yeah, I play Pokemon 2100. That's pretty good. 2100 Gyarados over here. I got a 2500 Dragonite. It's probably my rarest one. And he's Team Balor. Oh no. Oh no. Tut, everybody.
You Instinct?
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm Instinct as well. Yeah.
What?
Get wrecked!
The function's dads and I do not know anything. We have no idea what you guys were just talking about with regards to Pokemon Go. Favorite characters? Are these all your favorite characters? Am I not cool because I don't play Pokemon Go? You want to hold back? Okay. Have you got any more questions, guys? We should. You guys. That's awesome.
Very nice. I've got that as well. Yeah, fantastic. Everyone give a round of applause. He's got one.
Have you got a question?
You're gonna open the. Oh, you've already done it. I was gonna say. What have you got? Do you want to go up one step?
Wow. There we go. Look at it. Dinner and break card. That's fantastic.
Here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be able to.
Basically a hashtag on Sandu, but I'm not sure why. I probably do want this one. I'm not sure. But they're fun to do.
What would you like? Is there anything you'd like to ask him now? That was a good question, but is there any other question you'd like to ask him now rather than wait until later and use the hashtag?
What is your first ever Pokemon game?
First ever Pokemon game, man. It's Pokemon Red. Like that was the very first ever Pokemon game I ever played in my life. First ever like Game Boy Pokemon Red. So that was the first time I ever got into it. I've been playing that ever since.
I promise I'm coming back here. I'm just going to go back over there and see if anybody else has any other questions from any other. Thank you. Cool. Is it Fernando?
This one's from Comicstorian. First of all, you're the man. Come on. No, you're the man. So basically, my question is: I know you said in your video on the announcement to come to Singapore, but why did you want to come to Singapore? I mean, I'm not saying your fan base is the biggest, but why did you come here?
I actually came here a year and a half ago, and this country's just beautiful. I was supposed to come with my wife, but we ended up booking too many things here, so it just became me coming down here. But originally, I was coming down here to show her Singapore and do these meet and greets and stuff like that. And then they just kept booking me for things, so she stayed home.
Did you like it so far today?
Oh yeah, no, I love it. This place is great.
And you sound much better. You were sick, weren't you?
No, I'm still sick. I'm still recovering. Don't worry, I'm not contagious. I'm past that. I've got somewhat my voice back, but you can still hear it. It's kind of half gone.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
I have a quick question. I'm coming back, I promise. I'm coming back. Over here. Where was the hand that went up? Right there, brother. Okay, you're back.
This is for Ben.
Ha.
Okay. Singapore's known as a food paradise. Do you have any food that you're interested in or trying?
So far, I've just been eating whatever people put in front of me, and it seems to be working out pretty well. We just had this really weird thing, which I thought was like orange chicken, and I discovered after eating a lot of it, it was fish. So I'm currently trying to figure out what I'm eating, but it's pretty good so far.
You gotta be careful. Yeah, it's
have to what?
oily. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit unhealthy.
Okay. I just like food. You gotta eat healthy with healthy. Mostly awesome.
It's awesome. I have a quick question, and that is during your stay here in Singapore, I know it's been a little bit of a whirlwind trip, but do you guys, okay, I know you guys do it anyway, but when you guys make the visit, any videos being done when you're down here? I mean, you're doing a lot of like, I don't know, Snapchatting as well, Instagram stories and things. I mean, you're doing a lot of that.
I'm like, will it be a good video or not? I'll put it together. For Singapore, I'm kind of going to a lot of landmarks filming it, and I'm doing a comic book shop tomorrow night, so we'll be filming that one too.
What's the best thing to do as far as like the content that you all
maybe every single second there. But I shout a lot of my videos, so I tend to lose my voice pretty often. So we're gonna keep it on the regular, no bulk recording. But yeah, I try every 48 hours. I try to upload.
Okay. And how about the rest of you guys? I feel like we should maybe direct some of the attention.
You don't want more of us,
you
know?
I love you guys. I love you guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What are the challenges you have met in YouTube?
Oh,
I met Strawburry17 and she's really mean to me.
guys, you're a horrible person. No, he's alright. He's just really annoying. So, I'm not going to spoil the meet and greet for you. You'll get to see it for yourself. Oh, should I answer the question?
Yeah,
You started off with insulting me, so. I think the biggest challenge with YouTube is staying motivated, because once it starts to become your job, you can lose perspective sometimes. The reason why you're doing it, it's because you get to create and share that with so many people who appreciate your work. And sometimes you can let negative comments get the best of you, or how successful videos doing get the best of you. There's a lot that you don't expect to happen when you reach a certain level of success that does. So it's just kind of, you have to level up as you level up, I guess. So that's the biggest. Gosh, I'm so smart. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely done talking right now. I'm a little jet lagged too, guys. Please forgive me. I'm just not making sense anymore.
Jan, Daniel, what are the biggest challenges that you guys face when creating your content?
Well, creating content wise, I think it's balancing our time between doing videos and between our personal lives, because we actually live together, and we're doing this 24/7, thinking of ideas, and it gets pretty tiring at times. So the line between personal life and doing videos is a bit blurred. Yeah.
When you have, as you say, you got a collaborator with you, does it ever get like, oh man, this guy's really getting on my nerves right now, I really don't want to be doing a video with this guy. Did you ever have quarrels and stuff like that, or is it always smooth sailing?
No, the thing is, there's like about 10 of us in the house, so we're like family, so we wouldn't. We just make fun of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But
Yeah.
I'm going over this way because I see that there are a lot of parents.
To do this, I want to relax.
The next question was, are you okay?
Wow. There's more to come, guys. It's going to be a long night.
It's that was unscripted. I promise.
Comicstorian, everyone.
No, but parents, how about do you have any questions for our creators on stage?
What advice do you give parents about who their kids should be watching?
What was the question? Who should they be watching?
There we go.
The biggest advice that I can give a parent who's trying to get the kid average who wants to watch a lot of YouTube and they're a little unsure what they're watching is to watch a few of the videos on the YouTuber channel and see if this is the kind of content that you don't mind your child watching. I mean, I've gotten a few people that'll contact me because they want to know is there swearing on the channel and stuff like that, because I know a lot of younger audience members that watch it. And so the best thing I tell parents is watch a few of the videos,
You can get like your kids' subscription email alerts too, so you can see the title of the videos, what the thumbnails look like. But you should definitely be watching what your kids are watching. You may even enjoy it. I have a lot of kids that I'll meet, and then their parents are even bigger fans than they are. So I mean, you may really enjoy yourself. So get immersed in the YouTube culture. It's something really amazing.
And my question goes out to Comicstorian.
Well, hello there.
My question is, what is the very first comic book that you read before you came into YouTube?
It was actually called Superman Time and Time Again. My dad gave it to me when I was a kid, and it's about Superman going back in time and fighting dinosaurs.
Do you find that because with wrapping up on comics and stuff like that, do you find that because Like the kids today, they're now getting involved. They now want to collect. I see kids in there trying to collect comic books thanks to your videos that you're posting on YouTube and the way that you do your videos as well. That's going to be something cool. Knowing that it's not just something for entertainment, but you're making an effect. You have a positive impact on others of what you're content.
It's an amazing feeling because it wasn't ever what I intended. I just made the videos just because I wanted to educate people on the comic books that are coming out, and it's just snowballed from there. So the fact that people use the videos to know what they should buy and what they should collect is just something amazing.
That's awesome. Positive impact. And people should be watching you guys for tips on how to pass the next level of whatever game that you guys are playing, right? Because you guys know what you're doing. Okay, I promised I'd come back. Okay? I promised I'd come back. Yes, I know. You know it's an awesome Pokemon game. You have cards.
I think
Do you guys have any more questions?
they do very nice.
Yes.
What's that?
They still might sue you for anything else.
Well, the fact is, even if you're in the right, they can sue you, and they've got more powerful lawyers than you can ever afford. And that's normally the problem you run into. So that's why, even if you're in the right, you got to be careful. So, for my situation, because we use comic book panels, I quickly became friendly with DC, Marvel, and all the different companies that I work with.
You friendly? You got a number also?
I got an email.
Can give email?
I can email, yeah.
Can give her?
Huh?
Can give the email there?
Oh, I share the emails?
Yeah.
I can't share the emails.
Well, I also want to make my own comic book, so I need help.
You want to make your comic book and submit it?
I haven't made yet.
That's a completely different thing. Stuff you want to do that's not a copyright issue.
Oh, okay. then how much money you make?
Not as much as Ando.
Ando had $1 for every time he was asked a question. Take seriously, right? Okay, very well. Any other questions? You had 5 questions. You're still thinking about the 4th.
I want to ask you how you make your voice better. Like when you're talking about comics, how you make your voice.
But the narrative and the characters?
Oh, it's just like voice acting tricks. Like, bringing your voice down like this. Or going up really, really high. But I can't do it because I'm sick right now. But you go really high, you know? And you go really low very easily when I'm sick.
Practice makes perfect.
What's that?
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Singaporean accent on point.
That was like 8 questions right there.
His Singaporean accent on point.
He's
the truth.
It's fine, I'm feeling special. Ando gets them all.
Do you like taking picture with
So, I'm going to cut. I'm going to mute the voice.
Okay.
I am thinking how to make live. What is some time maybe 10 years.
Have you started? Have you got a channel yet?
Not channel. I want to like draw.
You want to draw first and stuff. Oh, you want to make your own comics.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. We'll come back to that one in a second.
We can talk about that one at the beer corner.
Now we're getting some questions. Right, here we go.
Thank you. This is for everyone, but I think maybe NotGood Gamers can start. How do you cope with the stigma of, like, oh, YouTube isn't a real job and that kind of,
Beat them up. Okay. Like, if I were to go, if a lot of kids would go up to their parents one day and say, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to spend my life, and this, and I'll go out there and, quote unquote, go out and be like a doctor, a teacher, this, that, and the other. Like, how did your families react, or your partners or anything like that react when you told them that's what you were doing? Was it difficult? Again, that's what he's asking. Is it difficult?
I think it depends on your culture and where you're at. I'm pretty sure it's pretty different for these guys compared to here, because there are only 2 YouTube channels who are full-time YouTubers in Singapore. Well, two or three. And yeah. Sorry? Yeah. But no, there are many YouTubers just who really do it full-time. So coping with such stigma isn't really an issue because we show it in our videos, and we have a company of about 20 people. So we have production, we have marketing, and digital media advertising. So I think
it's not very hard to prove to our families or to anyone that it's a real job. Yeah.
When I got started, YouTube, like in 2007, it hadn't been bought by Google yet, so there wasn't a way to make money. You were just making videos, and there was no promise for success. There was no being a YouTuber. There was no career out of it. It's just you were kind of wasting your time, how everyone else looked at it. And then in 2008, when we were able to make money on the videos that we put up, that was crazy. But YouTube didn't become my full-time job until 2010. And the scary thing about YouTube is that the money isn't always consistent. And when I first started, the only way you make money was through how well your videos did. So I quit my full-time job, and my AdSense checks were like fat. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. And then there's a time in YouTube, like during January till about June, where now I'm talking like kind of a different language, but CPM drops. So my next check wasn't as big, and I was like, oh my gosh, I still have bills to pay, I still have all these things, and I just quit my job like a big idiot. But now's the time to show my parents that I have the work ethic, and everyone who's making fun of me doesn't think this is a real job. Now it's time to prove them wrong. So there's always going to be people that won't believe in your dream or can't see what you see when you close your eyes at night. You're like, this is the dream I have in my heart. This is something that I want to do. And I think you got to prove them wrong. I think you got to just work super hard. I think we have another question for Ando, though.
I think we have like several hundred more questions.
I think we can save like my questions if you want for like my big group. You can all ask. I'll sign for your cards.
Well, we haven't. Is it for Ando? It's not for Ando. Okay.
Okay, this question is for Megan.
Yay!
Since you do a lot of kind of videos, like which kind of video is your favorite to film?
Ooh, my favorite? Dang, I do so many, I don't even know. Yikes! I really like doing the gaming. That's so much fun because it's not as stressful. I don't have to like worry about different shot setups. I can just play a game and be myself, and I can do that for hours. Before, like playing video games used to be a waste of time, but now I can just do it and make money, and that's incredible. The future, kids, it's bright. Don't worry. Stay in school, though.
We have another question here.
Yes, hi. Do I introduce myself?
Hi.
My name is King Hui, and I would just like to ask Comicstorian your views, because with Iron Man 3, when it came out, the movie, it was quite divisive because of the way they treated its main villain, its main antagonist. So, what do you feel about the changes that they made to Doctor Strange as a movie compared to him as a comic book entity?
As the movie standalone, I liked it.
Okay.
As far as comparing it to the comic book Doctor Strange, didn't like it. Because they take the character of Doctor Strange, they basically have him use artifacts for most of the movie. Kind of not letting him use his magic or even getting the power. It's all the ring, and then he has to get the amulet. I didn't like that, but I like to treat the movies different from the comic books because they never match the comic books. Okay. So if you try to compare them all the time, you're just going to hate every movie. So you have to look at them all as a separate universe, and that's just how I look at
them. I was quite lamenting the fact that they didn't get the Book of Vishanti.
There's so much they could have done to make Doctor Strange closer to the comic book. But like I said, when they came out with the first Iron Man, I'm like, okay, these are never going to be like my comic book superheroes. Except it's its own thing and just enjoy it. And then you can enjoy the movies. Because you can nitpick every single one of those Marvel movies or DC movies. We'll stay with Marvel. You can nitpick all the Marvel movies and they'll never match the comic book counterparts.
Yeah, I agree. So what's your take on Civil War 2? Because a lot of people are saying that some say it's an interesting take, other people say that it doesn't live up to the originals.
You mean comic book Minority Report? It's not. Civil War 2 is. I like the tie-ins better than the actual story. Because the actual story is just Minority Report. For those of you guys who don't know, it's a story about a character who can see into the future and people are arresting people for crimes they haven't committed yet.
Yeah.
There's a movie about that.
Future crime.
Yeah, future crime.
And it turned out it wasn't even accurate. It was just So, okay, thank you so much. I enjoyed your views.
Thank you.
So, as an artist, in a way, I would like to ask you, how do you maintain that balance between your work life? Because I know that a lot of you had jobs or were studying before you moved to YouTube full time. So how did you balance that, and what sacrifices had to be made?
For me, I started doing YouTube while I was getting out of the military. So I'd wake up at 5 a.m., go to the military, work until about 7 p.m., and then work the following 6 hours on my YouTube channel to the point where it was making enough money that I could rely on that to get out of the military. So it's just, you have to put in the work. At the beginning, you're going to have to juggle your schedule and everything until you can get your channel to a point where you can make it a full-time job. But just like any other passionate project, you know, it's not like going to get a job that's going to give you a check. Problem solved. It's all about passion. That could take a year, that could take 5 years before it makes to a point where you can live off of it, but you have to put the passion in. For me, it took almost a year before the channel was making enough. Luckily, it takes about a year and a half to get out of the American military, so that worked out well. But so that's just, you have to put the passion in and the time in, and it's going to be long hours to start with.
Thank you. And lady?
This one goes on for everyone. Recently, YouTube has been keep on demonetizing a lot of videos and giving a lot of people copyright strikes. Does this affect how you create your videos? Does it affect how you make your money? If it affects you, how do you overcome it?
The copyright system?
Copyright strikes?
Yeah, recently YouTube keep on giving people copyright strikes for unreasonable reasons.
Oh, you mean who was that one YouTuber? Philip DeFranco? And is that who you're talking about?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTube. So if you make content that's sort of you steal someone else's video or take some of their footage, and someone can actually come to that video and they can be you've stolen some of that footage, and then they can just take down the video.
Yeah, then YouTube won't allow you to
And then so when your video goes down on YouTube, you automatically go, I want that video. Why'd they take it down? So who do you actually go to? And that's a really big question. No one really knows. There's no email address you can just email and then get your video back. So it's a big process that everyone's oh, what do I do? The best way to solve a copyright strike though, if you're with a network. So I think we're all with Make Studios here. So we've got Make Studios, and we can just email someone at Make Studios and they can help us out resolve the copyright strike. But if you're not with a network, I think there's Creator at YouTube that you can email and they give you a ticket number or something like that.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty, we create original IP, so we don't have to worry too much about our videos being taken down. And for the most part, I feel like we all follow YouTube's guidelines. When YouTube started enforcing that very recently and taking down other people's videos, it was because at the very, very beginning, you basically signed this contract with YouTube saying that you'll follow the rules, and they weren't enforcing it up until very, very recently. So that's why people's videos were taken down. But I read the contract, so I knew. I guess a lot of people didn't.
No one reads nowadays.
Stay in school, kids.
At least learn to read.
You like it? How did you guys move from as and when you like it to schedule? Is there a reason behind it? Because I've been hearing about YouTubers recently talking about doing weekly to daily kind of videos because they say it helps with their algorithm, their videos appear more often in feeds. How does it benefit? Because I'm starting out YouTube as well because I want to get my name out there and I don't know whether it's worth the effort to make daily videos. Does it get me as much views as my weekly video does? How does it work in the YouTube algorithm system right now?
Hours. If you do, you get put into all of their search engines and all the algorithms and stuff along those lines. That's step one. Step two is then you need to have something catchy that people actually want to watch. Because you can't just make whatever you want, just upload it a lot and then it'll work. That's where you get a lot of the clickbait titles on some of the more famous vloggers, like Roman Atwood and Casey Neistat. They put those titles in there that they know you're going to click so they can get you on there. But as long as you upload at least every 48 hours, so about 3 videos a week, and you're getting people to click them, your channel will get put into the search engine and you're good. You can still do it weekly, but the only way weekly really works is if you have the ability to do one video and it pulls down 1 million views. Then YouTube ignores how often you upload and they go, okay, you're good, you're making a ton of views. So unless you're getting viral hits every week, you have to do a more consistent upload schedule.
So is there certain platforms you use to promote your videos? Because I know a lot of YouTubers, gaming YouTubers, they tend to use Reddit as their primary platform that they share their videos on. And a lot of them have their own Facebook. But I don't think Facebook is really effective because if your fans follow you, then they go and see your Facebook. But if you're trying to hit new audiences, I don't think Facebook is a good way. So is there any platforms that you would suggest to a new YouTuber to use?
Pretty much every social media feed is what you want to use. Because everybody...
No, that's not true. I feel like that's not true.
No?
No.
Social media, we're going.
Yeah, there's way too many social media platforms to choose from. You're going to water down your content. It's just going to look like a generic post on every single platform. You need to choose at least 3 or 4 very strong platforms that you're going to dedicate your time and effort to create unique content, and then strategize around that. Don't use all of the platforms, because then you
I
just...
say all, you normally just think Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, honestly.
Okay, because
What else
there's
matters?
like Snapchat, and there's Periscope, and there's a bazillion other different things. So I think you need to be very intentional with the platforms that you use, and be on the lookout for things that are up and coming.
The reason I do suggest at least 2 or 3, because I honestly just think Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But just because they subscribe to your channel doesn't mean they get your video in the feed. And that's the biggest reason. So someone may be following me on Twitter and they didn't get the subscription video, but they saw me tweet it. So they're going to go watch it. But yeah, she's right. Don't use all of them. They're all garbage. Some of them. Most of them.
Another important question that's been with me for a while: is it better to be anonymous when you upload your videos or show your face? Like, for example, Tian Hao and the NotGood Gamers, they always show their faces so people know. But Benny, for example, you don't show your face in every of your videos. So which one is better? Is
Show your
anonymity
face.
better than showing your face?
No, I learned that the hard way because I did like a year and a half of no face showing. And the brands aren't interested, you don't grow as fast. It's just, there's something in there about showing your face that seems to make it pick up. I think it's more you connect with your audience better, so more people are interested in actually sticking around for the channel. But I learned the hard way, you want to show your face because all of my social media links are lacking and various other things because I wasn't showing my face.
Thank you. Okay. We are going to come.
Right, 1, 2, 3, who's that in?
Finally, I know people who actually knows Comicstorian. Finally.